Hello, students. I hope you all love chocolates. Today, we are going to discuss about chocolates. That is our understanding in business analytics how chocolate manufacturing company can have business analytics to grow their business. So, let us start understanding how this happens. Imagine that if you want to manufacture, if you want to create a product from raw material to the finished goods or finished product. So, what is the process? In rough idea, if I tell you, there are only three categories of activity. First category is you have to purchase and maintain raw material. Second, processing of the raw material. Third, check, package, and dispatch the finished product. This is the major thing that happens in any manufacturing industry. If I talk about the chocolates, what do you think? The companies like Nestle, Cadbury Dairy Milk, or the companies which are manufacturing chocolates, how they manufacture it? They require some machines, they require the human, where people purchase the raw material, they give that raw material to their employees and their machines. The proportion of the raw material is set, then the chocolates are processed. Basically the raw material is processed to create the chocolate, liquid chocolate, in that particular machines, and then they need to give some different shape, whatever shape is desired shape: a rectangle, square, heart shape, cloud shape, any cartoon shape, any shape, and any kind of you know the quantity, quality, whatever you require, you can set and you can differentiate. The process goes on every day. An employee comes to the company factory, they visit, they start manufacturing, they have their lunch, they finish their manufacturing, and the day is complete. Every day, a similar thing happens. You think, so what we can do in this manufacturing? Then suddenly, a company like Nestle might think about business analyst in their factories. And if I am the business analyst for a chocolate manufacturing factory, what I will do is, first of all, I will try to understand what are the business activities here. Do I need to sell something? No. Do I need to do marketing anywhere? No. Do I need to talk someone? No. What do I need to do? Just take the raw material, prepare chocolate from that, and then give the shape to that chocolate, do the packaging of that chocolate, the chocolate will be ready. What can be a different thing in this? Imagine there are 1000 chocolates manufactured per day by a employee. Now, what I have to do is, whenever an employee comes to me, he speaks me about how was his day. He told me that, sir, yesterday it was very good day, but today it was a hectic day. Why? Because today we got many orders suddenly. Many orders suddenly. So this was last time felt, or this was last time experienced on similar day of last month. On similar day of last month. And every month that employee told me, sir, on the 25th of every month, 25th day of every month, we get huge orders. Huge orders. And from 25th till 10th of every month, we are very busy, sir. Very busy. We don't have even time to have our lunch. We got very busy. But after that, of 10th of every month, suddenly there is drop in our demand. There is drop in our manufacturing demand. So is there any way that every day we can work equally? Sometimes we are going our home late in the night, sometimes we are going home in the evening only. We don't require to stay. So why we are planning, sir, every day's target? Every day I manufacture 1000, but if we can imagine that, if we can set the target of, let's say, 2,000 chocolates per day. Every day I need to stay till evening only. I will manufacture that 2,000 chocolates every day. You can store that chocolates and sell that. But is it a new idea? No. That employee might have given this idea, similar idea to everyone. But if no one is listening to him, means what? There is some problem when it is the storage issue. It is a problem when it is a storage issue. Correct? Now imagine that if you are having some storage issue, what that storage issues you are facing, if you cannot analyze that, you cannot solve problem of that employee. Correct? Just imagine I am now going to the warehouse manager who is storing all the chocolates in the warehouse. I went there and I started talking with that manager that what is our dimensions of the warehouse, what is the storage capacity, how many workers are there working in the warehouse, and what is actually happening over here. He told me a very good insight. Sir, we have a lot of workers, we have a lot of space, but we don't have the storage racks enough. And that is why if we manufacture the chocolates in large quantity on some days, what happens is it is a too much of pressure on us to carefully pack that and carefully store that. Otherwise what will happen is we need to keep that particular chocolates on floor. We don't have racks. If we keep it on the floor, so if there is some attack by ants or any small organisms, or if there is any misplace of the box, or if there is any mishandling of that box which are on floor, so there will be wastage. Ultimately there will be the loss to the company, which is not allowed by the management. Therefore, I recommend of manufacturing a decent amount of chocolates every day only. So I got the problem. Then I realized that why we are not purchasing the storage racks. Then I went to the purchase manager of the manufacturing company, and I have spent some time with the purchase manager to understand that what is actually happening in the company, how you are getting the requirements. So they just told me that, sir, actually we are getting lots of fund. We are getting crores of fund from the management, but we require this fund to purchase the raw material because we have a huge demand in the market. We purchase the raw material, manufacture the chocolate, it's sold. The chocolate doesn't stay in our warehouse more than 3 days. Every single day we have lot of demand. Every single day we are increasing with the demand, and that is why we need to increase our factories. We need to increase our machines. We need to increase the workers. We need to increase raw materials. Okay, very good. But in all this, have you planned that which is the high priority, low priority, medium priority for the purchase? So, if you can imagine what is the calculation time, if you can calculate the time for manufacturing, let's say 1 lakh chocolates, if you can calculate the time for storage 1 lakh chocolates in the storeroom or in the warehouse, how much days they stay, if you can recalculate that, how many days it takes to totally sell that 1 lakh chocolates, and based on that if you can check out, like, wherever the money is not required instantly, can you take out some part of money from that and save it? Save just small amount of money can you save for next 3 months and purchase rack storage racks for our warehouse. Because you think that if we purchase storage racks for the warehouse, it will take huge amount. But if you can save that money in installments, if you can save that money in some small installments, so it can be a feasible thing. So in entire process what I have understood is there was problem there was problem to supply there was problem to supply chocolates on time every day, every single day of entire month. But this problem was not only at the manufacturing people ends. It was not problem at only warehouse end. It was not problem at the procurement team who purchased the raw material. Everyone have their own problem. The finance team has problem of correctly budgeting. They have their correct budget allocation or not. That is also a problem. So every single department has its own problem, and we cannot directly solve problem for only one department. Everything is interconnected, everything is connected to each other. That is why if we want to solve problem of one department, we need to take care of each department that is interlinked with this. And this is how we are going to understand business analytics process in the manufacturing company. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.